Hello, ladies. I would like to review your kits for you to understand what is what and how to use it. So you will have 2 bags of pearls, Swarovski pearls. One says Seahorse. These are the pearls that you will be using on Seahorse only. Everything that you would need to create a Seahorse. And another one says necklace. And here is going to be your necklace that you will create necklace with, this part. And depending on your color, the sizing of the beads is different and the arrangement is also a bit different. So when we get to this point, I will send you a pattern for each individually, depending on your color, how your beads should be arranged, depending on your kit. And here, I've marked the number of the beads in millimeters, obviously. So you would understand how to arrange them when time comes. And here as well. But I think you are professional enough to understand what the sizing looks like, and you can differentiate one size from another. But just in case, to be more clear, I marked the sizes of the pearls as well. So you will use this one first, create Seahorse, and lesson 12, I think it is, where you will use these for your necklace. And your necklace is about this long. And I think it's the most accepting size for the beaded necklace itself for any neck out there, because the position of the Seahorse should be close to your neck, not too low, because then it will not look so great. So when you come to the part where you have to put together the beads, necklace, you will have to arrange your beads in a way for the length that is most appropriate for your neck. It could be shorter. That's what I'm trying to say. Longer, I would not do it because it will lose its look. Okay, that's about that. Now, about beads. So you'll have 2 bags of beads, and one has seed beads in it. Let's look at this one first. So you will have Miyuki 11, and you will have Miyuki 15, and then you will have a smaller amount of Miyuki 15 of different color, depending on your accent color. Each kit, I'm pretty sure, has an accent color to create more illusion of depth and just make it more interesting in regards to the Seahorse, the design. That is why we use accent color in certain parts. For example, This one also has an accent color. Main color is gunmetal, and accent is white gold here. And this one is mostly gold. Accent color just a little bit on the sides is dark, but it's all mostly gold. Some nickel. This one I didn't finish yet for explanation points to explain later about certain things. So this one is nickel, but accent color is gold, and you see the effects are very interesting when you add an accent color. So this kit is peach and raspberry gold. So accent color is gold. So when you see Miyuki 11, one bag, and then you will have 2 bags of Miyuki 15. One bag has more beads than the other, and the smaller amount is your accent color, which means you will use it in accent points. Like, for example, lesson 3 that you will have to do as your homework, I'm using the accent color here on top, and that is exactly where you will use your accent color, on top of the tubular herringbone. Goes on top, and it goes into these crevices here. But these beads you will use the smaller amount, you will use here, but the color will depend on what kit you have. So it will go here. Then you have hexagon cut Miyuki 15, is also in the accent color, which is gold. Then you will have Charlotte 15. Check Charlotte 15. It's very tiny beads. I'm sure you know the sizes, kind of can determine by looking at it what is what. Then you will have Delica 11. Then 2 demi-round sizes. One is bigger than the other. Number 8 is bigger, and number 11 is smaller. And by just going from my experience teaching the class of 80 people in Russian, I have noticed that a lot of people kind of mix those two in the sizing, so they confuse one size with another and use like number 8 instead of number 11. And it's pretty crucial to use the correct size. And when it says 11, you use 11. When it says 8, you use 8. So it's just, you'll have to pay attention to that. That is that. And also you will have Miyuki number 8, size 8. That you will be using in lesson 4 and 5. And it's much larger than what, here's 11, number 11, Miyuki 11, and this is 8. And as you see, there's a difference in size. These are bigger. Then another bag you will have has other beads that will be decorations for your seahorse. We will start with arrow bead, 12 millimeters. This bead serves a purpose, no decoration. It serves only one purpose, functional purpose, to have a crown. It's a support for the crown that we make on the seahorse. And you can't really see it because it's all like covered. It will just have like an accent color kind of, but it's all covered. So we need it for the shape. Support the shape. Then you will have two sizes of beacons, Swarovski beacons, 3mm and 4mm. So obviously 4mm are bigger than 3mm. We will also have, I think it's called round pendant, 6mm Swarovski, and we will use them. I don't remember, oh, sorry. I don't remember which lesson it is, but it's this part. Then you will have rose mantis, 3mm, two of them, and 4mm, one. In some kits, they're together with these beads. These are 5,000 Swarovski. You will need, I think, 5, but I put 6. Sometimes these two are together in one bag, so don't think I didn't give it to you if you don't find it separately. So 2 rose mantises, 3mm, and 4mm is 1 rose mantis. Then you will have sequin, Swarovski crystal sequin, 2 of them, and we use it for the eye. Then you will also have this little bag of beads and this sequin, rectangular sequin, and 4 little metal beads that go with it. And this part is for the fin here. You will also have jump rings. You will also have 2 crimps, 1 touch crimp that you will use just pliers to pinch these little tails. If you've never used them, it's very simple to do, just to pinch it. So you'll need pliers. And you have protector for the wire protector, 2 of them for 2 ends. And the clasp, depending on your kit, you'll have different clasps. And of course, wire itself. Also, when I told you you will need beads, needles, beading needles, tulip is, I find it the best beading needle. I use it all the time in my work, any work I do, and it's amazing. So I highly recommend it. And also you'll need 4-pound fireline, either black or white depending on your color of the beads. And very, very necessary to purchase this permalock. Oh, this is well, what will need is semi-gloss. I don't have an example of it, but basically it will say semi-gloss, but Permalock, and I gave you a link to where you can purchase it. This is absolutely necessary to have for your Seahorse. Why? I will explain it. First of all, it will protect your Seahorse. It will protect the beads from wearing out too fast, because beads are made out of glass and they, of course, covered with the coating. And when we wear them on the skin, of course, it will rub against skin and take this color off, which will not be pretty. Another thing, it will make the Seahorse very sturdy. Right now, well, I didn't cover these ones yet, just to have it as an example that it's very movable and not very sturdy when we beat it, when we finish it up. Not a big deal, but for the long term, you would want it to be protected by this coating, by protective coating, to ensure that is going to serve you a long time. And of course, this one is also not covered yet, and you see it's quite movable. And imagine if you would wear it all the time or often, then it moves. It will be moving on your neck, because we're not statues, we don't sit still. So of course we move, and even with micro movements, the necklace will move. And you want to ensure that it's protected from wear, basically. Another good point, and I specifically did not fix this part to show you, Swarovski beads like to cut a thread, especially these ones. And you want to make sure they sit still and don't move. You see, they move. I did not coat this Seahorse yet. So when they move, they slowly but surely cut the thread. And that's what happened here. Here. And here. And that's another reason why you would need to coat it, so these parts don't move and don't cut the thread. And that is it.